Welcome to the 2020 New Testament Challenge. Today we're in Luke chapter 23. Here in chapter 23, we have the trial, the crucifixion, and the burial of Jesus. There are four people that I'd like to have you take note of as you go through chapter 23. Each one responded to Jesus in a different way. The question that all of us will one day be asked is, what did you do with Jesus? The first man was that of Pilate. Pilate interviewed Jesus 3 different times, and he found nothing wrong with Jesus. He knew that Jesus was innocent. He even went to the crowd 3 different times and pleaded with them because he did not find anything deserving of death in Jesus. But the crowd did not listen to Pilate. Instead, they yelled, "Crucify him, crucify him." And what did Pilate do? He allowed the crowd to dictate his stand. The next person was the thief on the cross that was filled with hate. And he looked at Jesus and hurled insults at him. And he mocked Jesus. The third person is that of the second thief. This man looked at Jesus, listened to Jesus, saw how he was being treated, and he knew that Jesus was innocent. This second thief turned to the first thief and said, "Don't you fear God even at this point? This man has done nothing deserving of death." Then he turned to Jesus and he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus replied to this second thief, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Then finally, there was Joseph. Joseph was a member of the ruling council. He was from Arimathea. He was a secret follower of Jesus there in the synagogue. He didn't want others to know. But now that Jesus had died, he went to Pilate and he asked for Jesus' body. Then he and Nicodemus took the body of Jesus down off of the cross, wrapped Jesus' body in strips of cloth and spices, and then Joseph laid Jesus into his own new tomb, cut out of a rock, and a large stone was rolled in front. These 4 men had different responses to Jesus. Pilate, he allowed the crowd to dictate how he would respond to Jesus. The first thief, he just went along with the crowd as well, mocking and hurling insult to Jesus, unwittingly knowing that Jesus was his only Savior. That second thief, though, connected the dots. And he looked at Jesus and he believed in Jesus and he asked Jesus to remember him when he came into his kingdom. That fourth man, Joseph, he was a secret follower of Jesus, but now he became a bold disciple of Jesus instead. Each one of these men had a different response to Jesus. 2 were lost. 2 were saved. The question will always be, what did you do with Jesus? Thank you for joining the 2020 New Testament Challenge.